right down to our left. We've got 2 or 3 that just gobbled a little bit. We're going to just retreat down this road, this grassy road, so that way if they come up in this pasture, they can see our decoys and come down to it. If they come around the point, we're right there where we need to be as well. That's a good plan anyway, Phillip. It's done. We got a champion caliber caller here, so maybe it'll happen today. I don't know how to call them in. I don't think the last few days.
Wasn't that hen right in here somewhere?
He likes that.
He likes the mouth. He said, "Who's that?"
I ain't seen her around here before.
Who's she? She's new.
These birds sound like they're down below us, a little bit lower than we want. We're going to pull these decoys and retreat. We're going to go down there and get in that bull pen. The bulls have moved. We're going to get down there where I saw them gobblers strutting yesterday. He's coming. He actually ended up, this was on the other side of the hill from us, and he's just stayed over there gobbling. He ain't moved. He's come a little ways, but he's just up there. Phil snuck down and get that in. We're going to try to go back in the direction he came from, across the hollow, and try to get up over there on the other side he is and see if we can get him fired up and working. Got nothing else to do but try that.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're coming. Ain't no point calling, really.
yeah.
Maybe some soft stuff here in a minute.
If you call, they're not gonna come on down.
Yeah, they're gonna wait and they want me to come to them.
Yeah, they just know we're down here in the woods.
Yeah, they're looking.
Yeah, I wouldn't make a sound. They're gonna think we're on down over here. They may get down here and see the sand in this woods behind me.
Right behind you, yeah. Just two of them?
Just two of them, yeah.
Just seem to, yeah.
They just need to keep on doing what they're doing.
Come on. We think that one tree is 45.
Yeah. Need to break back this way more.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Come on. There you go. Come on. There you go. Ready, Nathan?
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus.
That's right.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Heavenly Father.
Oh, you run up to get him, buddy.
What's that?
You go get that dude. I'm curious to see him.
Yes, sir. We'll take. Oh. Pretty good bird. Are you serious?
Now I see why they call you Flop.
Hey,
know why they call me Flop?
You must not shoot you don't shoot TSS, do you?
Huh? Well, it looks like I have to get a new pair of boots. He just spurred my boots.
Uh-oh.
Hey, worth it. Man, nice beard.
That's a pretty neck on that bird.
Yep.
How are we going to take pictures with that?
This one's the bigger of the two, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, that other one, I thought it had a beard up there, but when I got down here and turned, it was a Jake.
Yeah. Pretty sure it was a Jake. And I wouldn't see much of a local here. I'll show you something.
Yeah.
You look at this. Look what a spur will do
Oh man.
to a pair of rubber boots. And it did go through the boots. It did puncture the boot. Because right there I see my sock. Yeah, so be careful. Dribbling up old big old spur tongue.
Yeah. He got some good hooks.
I guess that's good.
Ho, 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 ho. Yeah, hold them up there. Let me get them zoomed in. Them fellers down south, they don't shoot turkeys. They just call them in and just grab them by the neck.
This is what happens when you grab them by the neck.
Yeah. I thought Phillip was a pretty good caller, placing all these contests. And didn't you make the friction finals 2 years ago?
Friction finals 2 years ago.
Yeah. He showed up today with a gun and no shells. And I said, what are you doing with your gun and no shells? He said, it's just for looks. So when you can run a call like him, they just run up there and, I mean, literally just choke the thing.
Just choke them to death.
I can't call them that good or that close.
Choke them. Appreciate it, brother.
No problem. Now, on a serious note, man. Fan this dude right here. Just say that.
Good old West Virginia.
Beautiful bird.
Beautiful bird.
And I got a hold of Phillip last week and said, hey man, can you hunt any next week? And he said, yeah, Friday. Friday's it. I said, man, I'm tagged. I'm on the verge of tagged out, buddy. So I'm looking for people to come and hunt. And he said, I'll be there. You left Lewisburg at what, 3 o'clock this morning?
3 o'clock this morning. I left out of Lewisburg, West Virginia, buddy, heading northbound. Hammer it down.
Rolled down my driveway at 5:18. We got up here and pretty interesting morning. I was here yesterday and we've been working some birds here off and on for the past 4 weeks, me and my dad. And we set up in a spot where I watched these birds. You know, we were chasing behind them yesterday morning. And we got set up on two where we thought they'd come around at, and they got down in the barn lot and just stood there, hung out. We got down in the bullpen, walking around there, and one just gobbled. Man, we were right amongst him.
Yeah.
And heard a hen clucking around in there, and I guess he must have been with her, and they left. Had another bird come down the hollow several hundred yards right above the bank above us. Wouldn't come down over the bank, wouldn't commit. We started walking up this road, got up at this point, and scared a bunch of deer and waited a couple minutes and hit calls a couple of times and nothing. And we just literally just standing here trying to think of our next move, and one gobbled. I mean, it was just a scramble, got by a tree, and they popped the horizon up there about,
that's an easy.
I want to say 150 to 75.
Maybe 200 uphill.
And they stretched their necks out and looking around, whatever, and they just, him and a Jake, boom, 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 come down through here and
took their sweet time just pecking around on the way down.
Yeah.
Took their time, pop her head up, look around. Where's that old hen at? We heard.
Yeah. They were stretching and looking.
Yes, sir.
And they ended up finding you instead.
They found the 12 gauge.
So this is my last morning out for the spring, and I'm thankful that I was able to wrap it up, seeing one more flop, one more good sunrise. Probably the last. It's unfortunate that season's going out tomorrow because the last 2 days has been the best gobbling activity off the roof.
We've heard gobbling all morning long.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean,
and it's 10 till 10 right now.
10 till 10, and we've heard birds literally almost off and on all morning long.
Off and on all morning.
We were just trying to find the next one because we knew it was going to happen. It'd be a matter of time.
Yep.
And this one just happened to be the the guy to volunteer
The volunteer of the day.
volunteer to be a movie star.
Yep. Made him famous. Someone had to.
Yeah. Good deal.
Appreciate it,
Thanks,
man.
buddy. All right.